Testing, 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps, cross-eyed mosquitoes and bow-legged ants. I'll read the rest of this for you. This was written, by the way, in 1430. Ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps, cross-eyed mosquitoes and bow-legged ants, pull up a chair and sit on the floor. I'll tell you a story which you have heard before. One bright day in the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight. They stood back to back and faced each other. They pulled out their guns and stabbed each other. A deaf policeman heard the noise, pulled out his knife, and shot the boys. If you don't believe me and think this is a lie is true, just ask the blind man, because he saw it too. It's called opposites. So welcome to the Sacred Grounds Open Mic. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 basic rules here. The very first rule is shut the fuck up. Please, please, please be quiet. Sorry ladies, time to... We're broadcasting on the air, our open mic tonight, and the first rule is shut up. If you need to talk, you either have to go in the back room or outside. We are transmitting live on the internet on Ustream, and the address is right up there if you want to email your friends to have them watch your performance. Tonight's feature is Darryl Jones, and we'll be turning over the stage to her for a half an hour, and then the rest of us will get up and do the regular open mic. So the second rule is, if you hear something you don't understand or do not appreciate, applaud anyway. And the third rule is, please do not play along or try to help out the performer. You might screw up their performance. So those are the 3 rules. Just pretend you've gone to the symphony and you're sitting there and showing your respect to the artists. And of course, if you started eating a sandwich and jumping around, they'd probably throw you out. So, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our stage, Darryl Jones. Yeah. Woo!
I'm not a guitarist. So you're probably not good guitar playing, per se. I did this huge move yesterday, so I'm not a whole person here. So if we were in New Zealand, people say hello, kia diore, and if you say back, kia diore, all 5, 6, 7 of you, it'll make me feel whole maybe, and I'll come through this in better colors. So kia diore.
Kia diore?
Yes.
Kia diore.
Now wholeness. Those great big guys from New Zealand, they anyway, the plan happened to be that if I couldn't get anybody else to do my move from the storage containers, I was going to get whoever I could, and I'd pull it off myself. And it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done. My new first rung up the ladder. A new situation. Yes, it may not be housing, but it's freedom, 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 freedom. Anyway, I do poetry, but I also wallpaper poetry. So you might hear parts of songs. And I had severe brain damage, and probably the only person in the world to ever come back. And also I could walk in my 20s. So all of these great big achievements, you know, I'm like, all right, I'm alive. And all right, you know, like I pull things off here and I pull things off there.
Thank you.
And I wasn't a musician as a kid, and I wasn't a dancer, obviously. I was extremely deformed. And these sequences of events with making wishes to do things like be hip or be a dancer, mover, a singer, were like wishes that I had. And so I've made tons and tons and tons of sacrifices in a situation that usually hasn't been conducive because of my transient state and my targeted state. And so it's a challenge. And the challenge is often to get that interest and enthusiasm going. The opposite of cruelty is creativity. And if you do kata, you can have fun. Kata, 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 targeted, targeted, get kata, begin, and targeted, get talk. Da, kiri, Taco, the vegan, nago, take it, da. Then, da, tin, ta, in, so playing with music is fun. And I'm 65 and trying this new lease on life. I just made this big leap of don't sweat the small stuff, you can do this. And I pulled off a major move with 4 different people helping me that I'd never known before, and one that I'd barely known, and I have a new situation. So things are going to be chill, and that is what I want. Anyway, this temple stuff I haven't been doing, but of course because of the moves and things, I don't have my normal little dance slipper things. So it's barefoot or clunky shoes. But yeah, I should probably try to figure out how to do some poetry. But I love performing Rumi, and I also love performing. This is a bit of a rainy song part. This is Middle English. On that opera with a shoulder soldier, the throat of March hath pierced to the root, and fathers every pen its rich liquor, of which virtue engendered is the floor. One Zephyrus ape with a sweet breath, in spirit, heart, in every hold and egg, the tender cross. That's about nature, and that was like the first oratory situation, other than the Lord's Prayer, in the whole congregation, and I was like maybe 10 or so. And but it's a struggle. I've been hugely shy my whole life, and yeah, not too comfortable in the Toastmaster situation. It was new for me when I started getting involved in politics about 6, 7, 8 years ago, when I just said, this is terrible what they're doing to me as a disabled person, just, you know, like attacking me and beating me and torturing me in these horrible like holds, and, you know, leaving me there when I'm begging, and I don't know what this is, you know. I'm like, I've lost my housing. I had a 2-bedroom flat, full basement, had worked and made this beautiful situation, you know, gardens in the back and on the roof, and on the sides you see little lemon trees and beautiful blooming roses, and, you know, this life's never going to end. My foolishness has carried me into the wrong direction sometimes, and then I look and see certain things that I think are really wonderful, like Buddhism, you know, and then when you try a little bit of something that really works, like Chinese medicine, I'm telling you, those guys are so kind. There's this guy, Ian, because right now I have like these gazillions of injuries and problems, physical and everything. But Ian, a doctor, had this clinic. He's my little check-in, like you have like this old country doctor who would go in and he'd come in and he'd see you and he'd talk to you and he'd know what's going on with you. And this guy's got some really good suggestions. And then 2 days later, I get to go see another acupuncturist. She's got some ideas, and it's like blessings reaching out just all over the place in the midst of all of this huge struggle because of the dilapidated condition of our society, the greed, the mismanagement, the wrong efforts, the lost, confused. I mean, we're the hugest, worst spenders for education in the United States. We're like 49 out of 52 states, I think. And it's just really ugly how ugly people are. And so you just have to keep on keeping on, feeding your soul, feeding what's good for you. And for me, it's been music, and it's been trying to figure out some answers for my brothers and sisters, for the well-being of us. I think it's nice. This wonderful piece I just read from Ajahn Castano was it's entitled Cultivating Gratitude, and the aspects that he thought was, well, at first, if you're just wanting to be helpful, having that desire to reach out and to give in one way or another. I mean, even if it's like you don't want to, tingle your little bells until you're going to have it be really sweet for the audience, and being aware of others and aware of your own needs and things. So, yeah, Mr. Wonderful Ajahn Castano, he's in one of my poems, which I hope I can get to because I have no idea where anything is, and it's just, it's a lot of work being disabled and, like going through these incredible hoops and these incredible recoveries and saves and growing awareness of, where I belong, where my tribe is, or where my club is, and how to have the club want me to be there. It's a huge thing. I have 3 holes in my head, 12-inch chunk, and like the first question at the hospital when I woke up from the 3-day coma was, what insurance do you have? I mean, it's an incredible change in our lives once we have medical needs and we actually firsthand experience some of the disastrous, just rote meanness, rote disrespect, rote ineptness, rote, like greed and so yeah, when you get the gentle stuff and you've been plugging away and working hard and you get the hands up, thumbs up, it's just a blessing. It's a blessing to make the little steps that I make, and it may not seem like a lot to people, but who do they have? What comparison do they have? They don't know. So anyway, here's a song that was, I'm not really sad right now, so it's kind of a little hard to do, but when I'm sad and feeling really daunted, which I don't think I've been daunted lately. I have been wanting to be stronger, wanting to be more powerful, wanting to be feeling confident because I'm succeeding. So I like that I did my little move yesterday, despite the fact that I'm like falling apart here. What's going on is I'm self-massaging on this chair, my calves, which are sort of non-existent. I twisted an ankle at a very young age, and so all my body was deformed. My toes used to be like this, and now they're wonderful dance feet, and I have articulation as a ballet dancer. And it's still, it's a labor of love, and so I self-massage all the time. Like, and now that I'm 65 and injured, I have doctor's orders to take naps on the buses. So this is my typical, like, oh my God, I am in heaven, you know. The trouble is that it's like an education process for the rest of the bus and people who don't see it as the most copacetic situation for the way they think. And yeah, but there's always that bus to go back to. But except they have mantras on the buses that drive me up a wall. And there's a new one today. You know, it's not enough that we have to hear, you know, like, keep your head down and your, you know, eyes up and this, you know, whole madness. Anyway, it's just unbelievable, the sound, you know, situation that's so challenging. And the obstacles. So here I am. At least I'm housed until the 19th. And after I get this move done, they didn't charge me for my first month's rent. So I've got like $200 and a Christmas like in front of me, and maybe I'll even go to Mexico. And that would be like big for me, you know, just take off and try to see if I can wing it. And anyway, so here's the song. I can stand a little rain, I can stand a little pain, I can stand a little sorrow, I can stand it till tomorrow. When the rain comes through the floorboards, I can stand a little rest. I made it before, and I can make it some more. That was Joe Cocker, and he taught me how to sing, and so I saw him at the Warfield, and so let's do some Joe Cocker here. Your performance is almost over. When you're through, I will take you home to a place where the water's always fresh and cold. I will lay you down, take off your shoes. Yes, the curtain is about to take your place. There's that cool, almost grin on your face. 'Cause you know you've done your best, honey, leave the rest to me, and I take care of you. They don't see you as you fall down to your knees. They don't see that you're praying to please. They don't see that little angel at your back with a star. The only one who knows exactly who you are. You're a thing that makes music they don't understand, but they cheer you as you carry out your endless plan. You are weary, but you must. It's the only thing you trust. So, honey, I take care of you. They don't see it as you fall down to your knees. They don't see that you're praying to please. They don't see that little angel at your back like a star, the only one who knows exactly who you are. So here's a love letter poem that's kind of fun. Let me be there. Let me be there. Let me be there in the morning. Let me be there in the night. Let me take whatever wrong and make it right. Let me take you to that wonderland where the two of us can go. Let me be there. Dance, my beloved, intertwined with me, steady by me, listening, smiling, laughing, smells, touch, sounds, oh, so divine. You've brought the poems, you've brought the flowers, you've tasted nectar divine, you've ripened into tantalizing fruit. So I picked you through time to partner with me. Flying, leaping through exotic adventures is possible with your mindfulness and your helpful robing of atonement. So you see, you are not abandoned, but an honored. Welcome. Yes. Shine with the confidence of the peace love warrior's expertise. Know that you are God, sovereign and free, and that courage and persistence are the price you pay for peace. Smile, laugh, weather the storms with your gnarly hands and their droopy skin. Still a maiden of exquisite beauty to me. Know that your days and nights are filled with gifts, love songs, messages from me. I love you. Dance with me forever. Let me be there. Let me be there. Let me be there in the morning. Let me be there in the night. Let me take whatever wrong and make it right. Let me take you to that wonderland where the two of us can go. Let me be there. Thank you very much. I play with kids all the time on buses and talk to them, to families. It's grand. It's great fun. If they're Hispanic, I go, yo hablo muy poquito de español. tu Papa Grande, si, tu es professor. And so, like we're having this grand time. A rancho in the dell, a rancho in the dell, hi-ho the Darryl, a rancho in the dell. A rancho cerveza la esposa, a rancho cerveza la esposa, hi-ho the Darryl, a rancho in the dell. And so forth and so on. But yeah, I mean, the buses are either going to get you or you're going to get them. In some way or another, I've managed to turn seizuring and, like gyrating kind of guys in my face, with their sagging and, like the madness of, I've got blondish, whitish hair is like, it's like a big problem, or was, until I kind of put my thinking cap on and, I have more fun now. This one guy was sitting on the bus, and I got on, and oh, I'm in love with you. Oh, you're so wonderful. And he's, like smelly and sitting next to his cans, and I'm like, we'll see what we can do about this. So I said, they do say that nothing plus nothing makes nothing. You gotta have something if you're gonna dance with me. But it was just like, just always so much fun. This one was turning into where we were all laughing, and he was laughing because everyone was laughing, and he was no longer the outsider. And the same, actually, this 21 bus right outside here had a great time with this wailing kid who was just like taking off wailing. And at first, like sometimes kids are loud, and you can't tell if they're laughing hard and if it's cutting off or if it's actually like losing it. And so this kid had been. And so, if you time your happy songs, when you go up to a little kid and you gotta say, you need a happy song. But you have to do the you need a happy song with just the right timing. Like they've like got this whole air up in their lungs, and they're like gobsocked. That's like how you stop the kid from in the wailing stage with a happy song. And then if they keep sputtering, so you go, oh no, that's not the happy song, and you try for another one, and then you try for another one, and then the little like lips start curling up, and they can't hold back. They're smiling and laughing, and or just telling stories. Like one time this little boy, he had this little plastic dog. He wasn't going to play with me, but then he had this little plastic dog, and he was, you can play with Charlie. And I said, well, let me see Charlie, please. I want to see Charlie. And I took this little blue plastic dog, and he goes, oh, Charlie, you bit my finger, Charlie, and it really hurts, and it's still hurting, Charlie. And so then he let me play with him, and so any child that won't play with me, I have to tell them the Charlie story, and that's a really winning one. And the one that the kids all love, the bus. So if there's a little baby crying, baby on the bus goes, wow, 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 wow. That'll always stop the kid. But yeah, we're flying sometimes down the sidewalk with these little kids, like singing the happy song to beat the band as I'm going along with it, and we're checking it out. So yeah, I have an easy time with children and old people a lot, but in between, we're working on it. I love you all, and thanks for having me come in and do a few little this and that's of bits and pieces and nicks and knacks. I love you. Take care.
Put your hands together. Darryl Jones. Thanks for introducing yourself to us all.
this is the part where we start the open mic. I will call you up while somebody else is up here. And, oops, now I'm missing a chair. You got all the chairs.
That was the best performance I've seen you do, Darryl. It was really well together.
Yeah. You like to see me move a little. I like to move.
Yeah, well, and your
I like to move it.
your story was real together.
I'm in my 60s too, and if I did splits like that, it'd be straight
Oh
to the
yeah, I was
hospital.
blowing out, man. Oh my God.
I'd be on my way to the hospital right
Yeah,
now.
me too.
All right, everybody. So, again, at your store, at the Haight Street store, and over on Irving, 25th and Irving, and in Bronstein's Music, you can get my music book, my Christmas Carol book. So I thought I would play just, we're going to do 3 songs each. Take our time, it's just us. Go until about 9:15, something like that, and then we'll get out early. Oh, nope, sorry, this one should be in D. Jolly old St. Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now, you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Tell me if you can. Now the ones you haven't heard. When the clock is striking 12, when I'm fast asleep, down the chimney with your pack, softly you will creep. Sounds like a dirty old man, doesn't it? All the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one, you'll be sure to know. Now Johnny wants a pair of skates, Susie needs a sled, Nellie wants a storybook, one she hasn't read. As for me, I hardly know, so I'll go to rest. Choose for me, dear Santa Claus, what you think is best. Yeah, people don't hear the other verses. Now, when I sang that to a kid just the other day, as only kids can do, first thing out of his mouth is, Mr. Natural, it's not a good idea to let people decide what it is you should get. You shouldn't leave it up to Santa Claus. You should write him a letter and let him know exactly what it is you want. Okay? Now, let's see. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly host sings hallelujah, Christ our Savior is born. our Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God and love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
Yeah.
And see, verses that you don't hear actually help tell the whole story.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that in the 20th century, as people keep writing these books over and over, they only put in the first verse. And then you lose the whole goddamn story. I mean, how many people ever realized that Jingle Bells had absolutely nothing to do with Christmas? Literally, if you read the whole thing, in the second verse, he meets a woman named Fanny Bryce. They all know who she is. He takes her for a sleigh ride. He hits a bump. He falls out of the sleigh. Guess what happens? Another sleigh driver comes by, sees the guy on the ground, laughs at him and pulls off, kicks a little snow in his face and laughs on his way. So it's about a traffic accident and how mean people can be. You know, so even in 1880, when people saw a sleigh accident on the side of the road, they just slow down, take a look, and go on their way. Some things just don't change, do they? Let's see. G. Deck the halls with boughs of, let's see, deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la, la 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 la. Down we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletime carols, la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. While I tell the Yuletide treasures, la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, and I thank you all for coming tonight. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we'll all have at least 3 songs tonight. If you don't want to use the amp, I'd appreciate it. I think we can all be acoustic tonight, right?
Yeah,
I appreciate. Yeah, let me do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage my good friend and colleague, Rainbow.
Don't you start off with a rain song?
Oh yeah.
Didn't know the sky was bright and gray.
could do a half-hour set as part of that.
This is for all the downtrodden people in jail for bogus shit.
Oh yeah, lots of them.
Shouldn't be that.
Put your hands together once more for Rainbow.
Rainbow!
And now let's raise everybody's temperature just a little bit and bring my good buddy, Charles Haymarket.
And the Haymarket Experience. That's the rest of this band. They're invisible tonight.
Well, that's part of send up.
I know it's always good to do this.
It's a soggy night.
Yeah.
We're quiet around here.
My feet are soggy.
talk and speak, not just the ones under stone. Not a place for the weak, down on the paper where the streets all meet. Everyone's in grippers, bearing their teeth. I live in the city bones. Just so you know, it's not auto-tune. I live in the city bones. All day it's a river, a studio. Of food chains, live in fields and field. All the cars are shown except that east up their city. And the only matters, son, into their scheme. City bones, you can't be spineless. It's okay to be numb. It's alright to be mindless. It's alright to do nothing or nothing at all till you finally grow soul. Never fly away until you finally grow soul. Never fly away from the city of bones. I live in the city of bones, yeah. Cancer is prevalent. So you know how to I live in the city of bones, yeah, where cancer is prevalent. Brothers with gold and nothing else relevant. Everyone's a product and disposable as well. Everybody shrugs and the atlas fell. The city of bones, you can't be spineless. It's okay to be numb. It's alright to be mindless. It's alright to do nothing or anything at all till you finally grow soul. Never fly away until you finally grow soul. Never fly away from the city of bones.
I know, I tried. Just a. God knows I tried.
Nice rainy night. I started off a little less mellow than I intended. I don't talk about it much. How I happen to outlive them all. Now the silence is so deafening, and the ghosts stir every fall. I'm laid in the ground. All the memories of my family now. They soon be gone. They soon be gone. They soon be gone. car. We only take you down so far. It's like people and Maria.
Yeah.
Laying there with old Uncle Carl. I can lay in the ground. All the memories of my family now. They soon be gone. 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 They soon be gone.
For them fans.
I try not to look up too much, not even in my own mirror. All the people I see around me, someday soon gonna disappear. Got to lay in the ground. All the memories of my family now. They soon be gone. 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 I'm walking like a ghost now. Won't be too long in the sun. Every beating of my heart, yeah, reminds me I'll soon be gone. Got to lay in the ground with just the memory of my family now. They soon be gone. 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 Faces soon be gone. I think it's supposed to be enough.
Your face is getting cold.
Hey?
Your face is getting
That's alright. Gotta go, kids. Tennis we both born under the barn, and they got Bill for more. We fell in love with a Malvin's on. We broke apart while the police stayed strong. Who wants to live in a world without love anyway? I'm sorry. Who wants to live in a world without love anyway? I'm sorry. Who wants to play a game where the rules change? Yeah, change. play a game where the rules change. Yeah. Now that we met and love lives in our heart, it's never far, it's never far.
Yeah.
Who wants to live, wrote out love anyway, I found it. Who wants to live, wrote out love anyway, just be happy. Who wants to play the game? Life's to breathe again.
Woo! Nice one, Charles.
Charles Haymarket. A little bit of the Haymarket experience, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'd like to make an announcement for everybody here that's very, very special. At the moment, I have asked Fiona to open up a tab, and I am buying every single one of you in the place a drink. You can get any kind of drink you want, any beer, any wine, any whatever the hell they have there, coffee, tea, whatever. Just tell her it's on Naturals tab, and it's on me tonight, okay? And now I'd like to bring to the stage Laureate.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Easy for you to say.
A poet laureate, Buford.
Is the microphone on?
No.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, it is. You just have to flip the switch.
Okay. All right, thanks. All right. These are all poems about the various families I've had. The one I grew up in and the one I married into. Oh, if I'm going to do that, I need this other one too.
Okay.
Okay. This is called Ima. In the evening, Ima Melissa Byers exercises her rocker out on the porch of the house she lives in with her daughter's family. There's a cool breeze blowing, she tells herself. Better get myself in. Lightning hits you quicker than a jackrabbit when you're outside. In the house, clothes taken care of, she reaches inside the floor-level kitchen cabinet for the biggest frying pan in there. Lord, it sure is hot cooking on this stove. I wish those youngins' daddy would put some air conditioning in this house. She clomps in her house slippers over to the General Electric refrigerator and opens it fast. The chicken she takes out smells like fresh from the wild. Ima doesn't believe in food getting cold. Into the oil-filled pan plops the chicken, crackling as she eases it onto the iron. Ima ladles out the food that her grandchildren crunch and make disappear from their plates. Big Mama? Ima's 8-year-old granddaughter Melissa shouts, "You cook everything as good as your homemade biscuits." Ima, floppy elbows, arms, and hands moving faster than any Kentucky Fried cook, spreads her mouth wide and laughs from way down low.
I like those deep laughs.
Yeah. she had it. This is called No McDonald's for Me. You need to get a job to put yourself through college, Bufy. My father was insistent, so I went by McDonald's, the one that was walking distance from my house, which was also my mother's and father's, my grandparents, 2 of my sisters, as well as my 2 brothers' abode. I had a job, one that I'd had all through high school during the summers, umpiring baseball games all over the city for the Mobile, Alabama Recreation Department. But that wasn't enough for my father, and it wasn't enough for me, as it turned out, with college women in my immediate future and gas the 8 miles each way from my house to the school. I started college jobless, really. As it turned out, though, a woman who was a member of the family church was the director of a playground not far from where we all lived. Buford, there's an opening at Navco Playground. You'd be great there, she told me. In addition to knowing this woman from church, I'd umpired baseball games on her playground. So I was hired to take packed cars of children and adolescents to play football, softball, and track all over the city to games and meets. I even coached my brother on my basketball team. He was the star, a dead-eye shooter who was also a perennial all-star at baseball, too. All through college and about a month past my graduation, I carried and cheered on young men, as well as young women in track, all over the sweltering or cold, rainy city, depending on the season. I paid my college tuition in this way and slept in a single bed perpendicular and parallel to my 2 brothers in their respective beds. Every morning, our father came into the room and announced, "Working boys, college boys, high school boys at 6:30. Up went our older brother John Shade at the head of his bed, and he began reading the newspaper. That is, when he wasn't too depressed to work. But that's another story.
Reading another poem.
And here's, but this is another, this is called A Strong Woman. This was my daughter Tina's 42nd birthday poem. Subject to eccentric hippie parents, you prevailed. A dynamo of perseverance, living with us while we were in full swing of a difficult combination, alternative and traditional long-term struggle. You there at the beginning, early, middle, and end of our, at first and for a long time, dynamic relationship at opposite ends of the United States and up and down California, where you put up with us long enough to get on your young feet. Now you have your own struggle, raising your bright, independently minded daughter, as we did with you. You are a great person. I hope your life progresses positively. You deserve everything good.
Buford, ladies and gentlemen. Buford.
I know Teddy doesn't like this on the floor for too long.
And now I'd like to welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Leo.
I think I would actually like to use the classical because
Yeah, go for it.
the other one is hard to play.
It is hard. The frets are a little high on that one. That one is flawless.
Or the classical.
No, this one. That thing, it's flawless. Yeah, the feel is great. It's girls and it's my favorite guitar. So what we do is we're gonna, since you're gonna play acoustically, you always set it at the 12th fret, by the way, not at the blowhole, so then we don't blur your fingers.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Leo, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo! Sure. If you take it out, you'll never get it back in.
Yeah, it's rough.
Trust me. I'm telling people.
I went to work today, and there were these two manly men standing at the front door, basically saying that I can't go in because the place is closed because of the power outage. And so that's why I was able to make it here today. I didn't have to work.
Like you were fully.
Good for you, man. All right. That's the way to do it.
Amazing.
The next one, I don't know if I remember it too well, but I'll give it my best shot.
Sometimes our fingers know it better than our head. got something else?
Not really.
Okay.
Good. I want to show you guys a little something here. Classical guitar, country western guitar, okay? When people go out and buy guitars, they often ask me, Natch, how can I tell one from the other, blah, 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 blah. First of all, look at the neck. You'll notice that this is skinny here and thick at the bottom, yet this one's straight all the way. If it has a straight neck like that, it's probably a classical, even if they have the wrong strings on it, okay? The other thing about classical is these top 3 strings here are plastic, or actually they're nylon. Where on these, they're usually a wound, you have a wound one and then 2 solid strings. Now a lot of people like to take these 2 solid strings one off here at the top. They'll leave this top one on, but they'll change that one to another, put another one of these D's in that place, so they'll have another wound one, because it's easier on the fingers and easier to bend notes, and they have a bigger, richer tone. The thing about playing country western is, though, you get yourself some really, really, really good calluses. If you play classical guitar, you can really get around and you can do some pretty fast stuff, except it's not good at bending notes at all, where this guy is much easier at bending notes. Another thing about classical guitars is the 12th fret is always right here where the body meets the board. On these guys, you see the double dots as the 12th fret. They're giving you more frets. And on electric guitars, you'll see these double frets, these double dots way the hell up here, and they'll give you as much as almost another octave on them. And the other thing about electric guitars is they use very, very, very light strings, so they're easy to bend. They're harder to play chords on, but a lot easier to play melodies. So if you're going out looking for a guitar, and you want to buy just one guitar to get started, I suggest you get a half size or 3/4 size this. It's only about yay big. It's a little bit bigger than a baritone ukulele, easy to cart around, and a good way to get started. And then switch to a country western as soon as you can, so you can get those calluses. And one more piece of advice. When you first start playing country western or metal guitars, never slide your finger on the top strings, because those top strings are actually used to cut cheese. They use them, and if you go to a cheese store, you'll notice they have this thin piano, people call it a piano wire, but it's not. It's the E string on the guitar. And they use that to cut these huge rolls of thing. So if you get your finger caught just right, you will literally slice your finger off. So until you get calluses, stay away from that. Now I'd like to welcome up for our closer tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin North.
Yeah.
Woo!
Thank you.
Want a mic or no mic?
Let's keep it going out with my
Please, thank
new
you.
experience.
Yeah, well, get used to it, because I'm going to go back to acoustic in the future. I like it. By the way, don't forget to get a drink. Did you get a drink? Woohoo!
Singing songs of freedom, riding on a train, itching till it's run in the rain. Our world kept turning, we kept on learning. The land was great, I'm glad I came. I still remember down on Commercial Street, the warm welcome from the people you meet. In a bed for glory was our life story, yes it was. Some people have gone, but some remain. Yeah. In a bed for glory was our life story, yes it was. Some places have gone.
but some remain. Yeah. No ragtag warriors, it's King's Road and Proud.
Yeah. Nice.
The policeman raided us when we played too loud. In a bid for glory was our life story. Yes, it was. Some places have gone, but some remain. All together in a bid for glory was our life story. Yes, it was. Some people have gone, but some remain. It's like the last one I did it first.
I like that.
I'm going to do this punk song I did last week because it went down so well, so I'm going to try it again. If I can remember it, okay. A man and a woman walking down the street, and a daughter, it was oh so sweet. When mummy turned to daddy and she said, my dear, right at your will, because the end is near. Then she pulled out the gun. I saw the sparks, messed up the suit that he bought from Mars, because she heard some voices from outer space. She heard some voices from outer space. She heard some voices from outer space, saying never trust a man with egg on his face. Never trust a man with egg on his face. 3 months later, Mrs. B stands, smile on her face, blood on her hands. The kid is got scared and ran home to bed. The headlines, the papers said that she was a victim of an awful plan. And now sprung the mouthpiece of a little green man. She heard some voices from outer space. You know, never trust a man with egg on his face. Never trust a man with egg on his face. La la, la la, la la, la la.
One more, please. That's adorable, actually.
It's not mine now.
It's so San Francisco, though. I mean,
Yeah, it is. river's free, no hasty words are spoken. The only law is the river breeze that takes me to the open seas. If I could choose the life I praise, I would be a boat. If I could choose the life I praise, then I would be a rover. And if the road is not for me, then I would take a mother. Cross mountains and the valleys to where I would take these weary feet. If I could choose the life I choose, then I would be a boat. But these things, they're so hard for me, and I feel my own destiny, and all the things that I want to be are so unclear. Choose the life I please, so I would be a free man. Curse others rule my destiny, but my will's never broken. Until I can be what I want to be, and everything I dreamed I'd be. If I could choose the life I please, I would be free.
Kevin North, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to make an attempt here. I forgot to bring the chords to my song. I'm going to see if I can remember them. I'm thankful for your smile. I'm thankful for your wink, that little twinkle in your eye. I'm thankful for the music in your soul. When I'm feeling incomplete, you make me whole. I'm thankful for your touch, the little things it does for me that always mean so much, like being here and always being true. For this and so much more, I thank you. I thank you. I'm thankful for your fire, the passion of your spirit never ceases to inspire me. I'm thankful for this moment that we share, and for a chance to let you know I care. So if you feel like nobody wants you, know that you're my lucky star, and I am thankful for you just the way you are, warts and all. Thank you so much for coming to the open mic this week. Next week, Connor Coughlin, the tall blonde kid from England. You've seen him here before. He's been here twice before. He will be the feature next week. So from 7 till 7:30.
I thought I was in with Kyla next week.
I thought the 18th was Connor. Did we bring Kayla?
Yeah, we're planning on it.
All right, well, all right. Come. Yeah, what the hell, why not? We'll do two. I have absolutely no problem at enjoying your talent.
Okay.
I'm sorry, just some things got fucked up. Oops.
It was Johnny.
Some things got fucked up in there.
That's what he said on Facebook. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so, anywho, next week, we will have Kayla and Kevin, who you heard this evening, and Connor Coughlin. So we'll let Connor go from 7:30, and from 7:30 to 8 will be Kayla and Kevin. So we'll have lots of entertainment next week.
All-star time.
All-Star Week. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy. Please clean up after yourselves. Woohoo! And please come again. And I'd like to thank our feature, Darryl. Thank you so much.
Oh,
You're all good too.
well, thank you so much.
Yeah, but that goes.
I still wanted to be organized,
that's so humble.
but I sure like it when I get that Princess mic.
I know, isn't it lovely?
That just gives me the movement, you know?
I know, yeah, you can get away from things.
Well, I'm not on foreign ground, I'm on more familiar ground, because I don't use I use the natural amplifier of the wood at the gazebo. Yeah, most dancers, singers have been using those kind of mics for years.